Hi, Paul Arnott here from the Airoh TRR Trials Workshop. I thought we'd just talk today about the new Airoh TRR helmet that's just come out, the TRR2. This is it here, and I'd just like to compare it with our old favourite, the TRR, that's been around for a decade. This seemed to be the favourite amongst most people as a helmet. It was light, wasn't big, vented really well, but it didn't pass the new Euro 6 standards in Europe, so Airoh came out with this new version, the TRR2. So I'll just have a closer look at it, and I've picked two white ones here, the new white one, the old white one, just so it's easier to see the differences. But there is some pretty amazing graphics available as well, so there's quite a choice in a range of colours. Now that TRR2, as I was saying earlier, one of the great things about it was its lightness. The original one was 850 grams. The new one is up a little bit in weight. It's 970, so 120 grams heavier. I suppose they had to do that to get it through the new safety and impact standards. So there's a little bit of extra weight compared to the old one. It's still a nice tight fitting helmet to the head. There's not a lot of thick padding like you find on cheaper helmets, so you don't end up looking like Buzz Lightyear. I mean, that was one of the good things about the original Airoh. It didn't look too bulky and too huge on your head. They make it in two shell sizes, so there's one shell size that does small, extra small, small and medium, and then the larger shell size does large, extra large and double XL. So sometimes when you found, especially this with other brands of helmets, if you were the small one in that shell size, so if you were an extra small in that shell size, you ended up having an awful lot of padding here and the helmet looked huge. That never seemed to be a problem with the Airohs. You can see the lines are slightly different down the side, but they've kept that duckbill arrangement that they were so famous for in the first ones. So any water that drains down the back of your helmet is pushed away from your neck, sits up nice and high, so there's no fouling when you're looking up. Now we've got an integrated peak, so this peak is integrated into the helmet, much cleaner lines than the old one that was held on by two M6 screws on either side. Still replaceable, but just a different way it's fitting. And probably one of the greatest things about these is the venting that everyone loves so much. You can see on the old one there's these really good sized top vents. There's some small exit channels at the back, and there's quite big exit channels here across under the back of the neck. So that gave you really good venting on those Airohs. This one has got the same top channels, same nice big size on the top. It's got a bigger channel here at the back than the little ones that were here on the original TRR. It's slightly different on the inside. It's got, seems like slightly, it looks visually small, but maybe they're not because they've got grating over them, but the vents here. And you'll also notice it's a little bit different around the front. The original one has just got this padding here. This one has got a couple of vents on the underside here to push air above the crown liner, which seems like a smart idea. Liner wise, they come with the accessories, which is these two extra plates. So the old one had that, so you can cover up the top vents if you need to. I have never ever fitted a pair of those in my life. The crown liner looks a little bit different, but very nice, really nice padding, good removable air cups, removable liner so you can just chuck it in the wash. Unfortunately, they've still kept, it looks like exactly the same ratchet system. The ratchet system works really well, but I have found, and quite a few riders have found, that with age there was some signs of corrosion appearing on these. It's slightly different. It doesn't have the same Airoh logo punched into the rasp, but it looks like it's exactly the same, so no improvement there. The retention system for the strap and the strap underneath the ratchet side is better, so it's not going to swing out. Sometimes on the old one the padded piece used to stick out. This one fits quite well. It's got a retention strap across here that you can see. So yeah, all in all, quite a nice helmet. I think a good improvement. Weight-wise, compared to everything else that's available on the market, in the better quality helmets anyway. The Hebo Carbon is 950 grams, so 20 grams less than this. Not a lot of difference. This is made from a carbon composite shell. The Hebo is a pure carbon fibre. So a slight difference, but I think it's more design-wise. The Motzko 2 still comes in as the lightest helmet. That's at 900 grams. And the new Jitsi HT3, that's approximately 1,000 grams. The small shell size is slightly under that, like 980, and the larger shell size is 1020. So they're all very much within the ballpark, but the Motzko 2 is still the lightest. Some fantastic graphics available. You can get this graphic in 3 different colorways, which is called a Jupiter. There is one that has less white and more color called Hunt. And there is also one that we'll have shortly, but we don't have at the moment, which is a full carbon fiber. That full carbon fiber one is a hair lighter than the carbon composite one, but not a lot in it. Comes with a nice bag. The internal helmet, the internal of the bag is padded when you get them, so they're all kept in good nick. A pretty good helmet. We've been waiting for it for a while. It's Euro 6 now compliant, so it can be used as a road helmet as well as a trials competition helmet. But a really good helmet from Airoh, and really looking forward to getting him out there on a few heads. All the best. See you later.